game that the whole chat is anticipating Sunday night. So we got the Cowboys versus the Eagles. Now we all know the game is important for both teams. Both teams got a lot on the line. The NFC East titles on the line. Hey, the number one seed for the Eagles is on the line. So it's obviously it's a must win for both teams. But which team is it more of a must win for? Eagles or Cowboys? Now, AJ, I know it's your squad, but we're gonna let Dave go first.
Okay.
And we're gonna actually let you go last. All right, since it's your
Okay.
squad.
That's fair.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right. So for me, like you said, this is important for both teams. Eagles right now are number one seed in the NFC, but they're only a game ahead of the Cowboys in the division. And Cowboys are undefeated at home, but they only have one win against a winning team this season, and that's against the Seattle Seahawks. For me, because of everything that I said, I believe this game is more important to the Cowboys. The reason why I say it's more important to the Cowboys is because if they're on the road, it's pretty much a guaranteed loss for them in the playoffs.
Okay.
They don't play well on the road, unless it's like the Giants or somebody like that. And we know the Giants ain't gonna be in the playoffs. They're not even close. So and they got if they played like the Vikings, maybe the Lions, possibly. Okay, I see it. Shout out to Tomo, Mr. Yadunson himself with the 199 super chat. Yeah, here we go. Hashtag refuse to lose. Hashtag AP DAC.
That's how I laugh. That is hilarious.
But yeah, I just believe that the Cowboys need this win more than it also goes along with that narrative that they can't beat a winning team. They played the Eagles close last time. They only lost by 5 points, 28-23. But what happened in the end, it was Cowboys making mistakes. You had a false start, then the holding penalty, then you allowed the easy sack. And then even with the touchdown, Dak stepped out of bounds for the 2-point conversion. It was nothing that was really going to work out for them. And is Micah going to be there the whole game, or is he only going to show up in the fourth quarter? We need to see exactly what's going to go on with Micah. Is Deron Bland going to get cooked again? Because that happened Thursday night. We saw that against DK Metcalf. He had 3 touchdowns in the first half. Yes, he has the NFL record for pick sixes in one season with 5, but is he going to be able to cover it throughout the rest of the game, or is he just going to gamble every single time? So for me, the Cowboys need this win more because they will be in position to have the number one seed, not the number one seed, but the number one. They would be ahead of the Eagles in the division. They would be tied, but they would. They have an opportunity to take the first spot in the NFC East. And they would at least have a home game in the playoffs, which means they would have at least a win. But if they're on the road, then depending on who they play, it's a loss unless they go against the Falcons or whoever wins the NFC South. So that's the only.
If they win a division, they can't play them.
No, I'm saying if they don't.
Oh, got you. I got you.
Yeah, if they don't, because they're going to be the highest wild card seed. They're going to be number 5. So that's the only. But after that, they pretty much going to lose because they're going to have to play the Niners or the Eagles. So. Or the Lions, because the Lions still have opportunity to get the number 2 or 1 seed. So they still have to do whatever they can to make sure that they win that game. If not, then I don't know what's going to happen with the Cowboys.
I think we all forgot about the Lions.
No, not me. Not me.
No, you haven't, but we have.
You ain't forget either. Because you were playing on the Lions' downfall.
I got to talk about the Lions, man. Got to give them some respect.
You know what, AJ? Since he picked the Cowboys, go ahead. You go next.
I wanted to go next because Dave ain't slick.
No, I mean, to be truthful, I agree with Dave. I agree with Dave. I think it's more important for the Cowboys to win this game. When I look at Philly right now, is that a super chat?
Tomo just throwing.
Come on, Tomo. All right, $4.99 super chat. Nah, I need more energy, Dave. Yeah, here we go. Hashtag Cookburgers. Hashtag KFC. Hashtag Deep Fried Burger. Hashtag MVP that. You know how I feel about that.
Hey, Dave, I think he wants you to read it like the Dak Prescott cadence.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. Sorry.
Right here, Niners fan. Ain't no way.
Here we go.
I ain't doing that.
But no, read this one too. Go ahead. 199 super chat.
Please skip this.
Well, I forgot. Hashtag 2B movies for the win.
All right, go ahead. AJ.
We gotta have an intervention for Tomo and Tubi. Like, this is ridiculous.
But
you
yeah,
AJ was last though. You sure you want him to go now?
No, he already started. He picked the Cowboys. Let's get it.
Yeah, Dallas. I mean, when I look at the Philadelphia Eagles right now, I look at the floor for the Eagles right now, being either 14-3 or 13-4 at the moment. With the given schedule coming up, you got Dallas coming up, you got Seattle coming up. Then you play the Cardinals and you play the Giants twice. You're gonna beat the Cardinals, you're gonna beat the Giants. There's a possibility that you could lose to Dallas and Seattle, which will drop you down to obviously 13-4 by the end of the season. I still think, given the schedule, that could be enough to win the division. In all honesty, the Dallas Cowboys have the toughest remaining schedule in all of football. They about to hit their gauntlet. They gotta play us. They gotta play Detroit. They got to play the Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken. They got to play Buffalo, who's going to be hungry to make the postseason. And so they need this win from the standpoint of, like, yes, you want to get, if you lose this game, it's done. The division is won by the Philadelphia Eagles. If you win this game, you take first place, at least for the moment, and you have an opportunity, if you continue to win, to seal first place. Dave kind of took my point as far as, they don't win many road games in the postseason. So ideally for Dallas, if you win the division, you get a couple home games, you got a chance to make a run. I don't look at Philadelphia the same way. I look at Philly as a team that's shown they can win at home and they can win on the road. So I look at it from that standpoint. I think for Philadelphia, I think this game is more so about pride. It's more so about just how do you respond after a bad loss? It's more of a mentality thing. It's more of a mental thing than it is when it comes to division and when it comes to seeding, for that matter. I think that they need this game based off that. But grand scheme of things, I think is more important for Dallas, because you lose this game, you don't win the division, and you're out second round. You might be out first round. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not likely, but you're going to be out pretty early in the postseason, and that's not what they want. And so I think it's more important from that standpoint for Dallas to win this football game. Not to undersell how important it is to Philly, because it's important that they bounce back. But if Philly loses this game, they're right where they was last season, 10-3. And then you try to win out from there. That's how I see it right now. But do I want Philly to win? Obviously, I don't want Philly to lose again to arguably two of the other best teams in the NFC, coming off the loss they just had to San Francisco.
Don't disrespect the Lions.
All three teams in the conference.
Cowboys got to play the Lions too.
Yeah, they got to play Detroit.
So they got to touch
a couple of them games on the road. So I think it's more important for Dallas.
All right, I'm going to pick the Eagles. All right, now I know you said Eagles got to win for pride reasons. More so the Cowboys got to win this for pride, because the Cowboys already lost. Y'all lost to the 49ers. They haven't really beaten the winning team, even including Seattle. Seattle not a winning team no more, right? So they need this win for pride reasons and stuff like that. Because even with the win, it's going to be tough for them. Even though I said they could, it's going to be tough for them to get that number 1 seed and be home for the advantage. Y'all do not want to roll up in St. Clair, right? And when it comes playoff time, y'all don't want to play the 49ers in the Bay Area. You want to play them at the link. So y'all need to win this game to maintain home field advantage, because, like you said, y'all schedule ain't that tough. Y'all get past this game. Y'all can get past Seattle. Y'all can definitely get past the Giants twice, So y'all need this game more than anything, because if y'all lose this game, now you give a stranglehold for, like, the 49ers got the first place in the stranglehold now. They control their own destiny. All they gotta do is win out, and they're gonna be the first seed. And then the 49ers the first seed, more than likely they're gonna come out the NFC. If they get the home field advantage. So I think Philly needs that more than anything.
Oh, it's on me. My bad. To Jay more. So, Dave, you're not slick, because Joe stole what I was about to say about why he chose the Cowboys. Because if the Cowboys win, the 49ers take that first place, and he looking sweet until they play Baltimore.
Oh, dang.
I'm joking. Dave, I'm joking. Relax.
That's not why.
You don't want to bring that salad? Look, they got a different salad phone. You don't want to bring it out.
Relax.
That's not why I said that. I'm gonna be honest. That is not why I said that. That didn't even cross my mind.
But nah, my answer is the Cowboys. And AJ really said everything I was going to say. It's because the Cowboys' schedule from here is murder's row. So if you lose this game to the Eagles, you kiss that first place in the division. You kiss that home field advantage goodbye. Because if the Eagles beat you, they're pretty much favored, and I would be pretty much to say they'll be pretty much favored by double digits in majority of their games that they have left. The only game I don't think they'll be double-digit favorites in is the Seahawks, but they'll still be favored.
7-point favorites.
Huh?
Yeah. I think it might be 7-point favorites.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure going to be favored. Cowboys, rest of the schedule, with what? Bills, Lions alone? Like, those are two tough games for y'all. Those are two tough games for anybody. So, my answer is the Cowboys basically off of what AJ said. Now, Joe, I did like your point about the 49ers having a stranglehold with first place, but they got to see us. So that could be a potential spot for the Eagles to get that first place back. Cowboys, they lose this game. I don't see them getting that first place back. I don't see them getting the first place at all.
Yeah, they'd have to hope for a complete collapse on behalf of Philadelphia. And I just don't see that given the fact that they just got smoked by the Niners. I really think that loss, if there's any loss that's going to wake them up, it'll be that loss for them to play a lot better here down the stretch. And they got the perfect chance to rebound against Dallas. And so, yeah, the way I look at Dallas, man, like I said before, not to reiterate my point, but they're not winning no road game. And honestly, outside of probably the first round, because they will more than likely beat whoever comes out of the NFC South, because the NFC South is terrible. I will say this, though. I'm here. Shout out to Dave. Y'all got y'all dub. Y'all kicked our butt. Y'all punked the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not afraid to say it. I already said it on all of my platforms. I'm saying it again here. Don't be shocked, though. If they don't get the 1 seed, they get the 2nd seed, and they beat y'all in San Fran. Don't be shocked. Because come postseason time, I'll put it like this. As crazy as it sounds, given that blowout, I give the Philadelphia Eagles a better chance at beating y'all in San Fran than I do the Dallas Cowboys getting past the divisional round if they got to do it on the road.
Dang.
Real talk.
I thought he was about to go
I thought he was about to say something else too. I was about to say, nah.
Because we comparing the two. So I would say the Cowboys are known for losing in the divisional round as of late. And so with them, having to go on the road in order to get that win, if they at home, you never know, because they play great at the crib, and I give them credit for that. Especially against bad teams. Obviously they play a good team in the playoffs, but given that kind of curse that's been over the franchise for a number of years, depending on who they see, especially if they see Philadelphia or they see San Fran in that divisional round, I give the Eagles a better chance. I think the Eagles are better than the Dallas Cowboys. Now, obviously, I could be wrong. Come this Sunday, Dallas Cowboys could beat us. But at the end of the day, I just view the Eagles as a more battle-tested team and a team that's built to succeed on the road in the playoffs. It's even against the best of the best compared to the Dallas Cowboys, who have not proven that they could do much of anything on the road, especially in the postseason.
But I
wouldn't be shocked if we get the 2nd seed and we beat San Fran, though.
I
wouldn't be shocked. But have Philly proved anything in the road, though?
You said what?
Have Philly proved anything on the road in the playoffs?
In the postseason, last couple times we've been. Last year we had nothing but home games. So recently, no. But I mean, when you look at the regular season we've had so far, I'll take that win in Kansas City. I know Kansas City is not Kansas City of old, but that's a big time environment. Catching Andy Reid coming off a bye week to win the game.
But here's the thing,
that's a big time win.
A lot of people keep saying Cowboys are going to go on the road in the playoffs. I don't think it has nothing to do with the road or at home. It's just when they play a true competitor in the playoffs, they lose. They lost to the 49ers at home the first 2 years, 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
They lost at home.
You give them a better chance at the crib, though.
And
that's anybody.
Not against us.
Than you do on the road.
Not against us.
That's anybody, and also, the game's actually closer last year than they were the first time they played. But But they might end up playing the Lions second round in Detroit.
Talking about refs.
So and they beat Detroit in Detroit before, right? That was in Detroit, right? Was that in Dallas
last year?
No, when Matthew Stafford.
No, that was in Dallas.
Yeah, that was in Dallas.
And that was refs.
Yeah.
Troy Vincent must have no, I don't even think Troy Vincent was appointed. But
the one thing I got to say about San Fran, we don't care where we play in the playoffs. So if we play Philly in the Link again, we are very comfortable, feel like we can win because we just proved that we can win in the Link. So I'm
sure, as y'all should be. The not to interrupt, but the 49ers have no reason to not be comfortable or to not be confident. But the Eagles, I'm confident learn from their mistakes. Y'all know I'm very in tune, so I'm confident they learn from their mistakes. Obviously, if I had to choose, yes, I would rather y'all come to Philly again. Obviously, but I think my team got that championship DNA, man. So I just think that game will be a lot better than people expect the second time around. It's tough to beat a team like that twice. That's tough. Especially tough they smoked and they embarrassed them. And great teams normally respond to that very well. So, but obviously, again, I'd rather them play in Philly. Obviously, I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't be super confident. We're gonna go in there and kill them. Like, no, I wouldn't be super confident. I'd be, on pins and needles. But, I still give us a better shot than Dallas.
All right, you guys got some news.
All right. I think you're about to say what I was about to ask about.
Okay, you probably. Oh, the Pacers won.
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay, cool. It wasn't that though. It wasn't that, but the Pacers beat the Bucks. Wow, man! I'm telling y'all, man, them incentives, them people that getting paid like $2 million mean a lot. But Eagles star Jason Kelce tells Commissioner Roger Goodell to ban the tush push, but it ain't like that though. That's what he said though. I'm gonna say he said. He said ban it. Basically, he's fed up. Ban it. At this point, I don't care. I'm over the discussion about it. I don't have the energy to care about whether it gets banned or not. Can we kind of sort of discuss that? Even though I know it's not a topic, can we just
briefly?
Because I feel like it's been talked about the last couple, almost all season long. My comment on this is, let them continue to do it. If you can't stop it, you can't stop it. There's no point. It's not. Has anyone gotten hurt from this?
No.
That we know about?
No.
All right. That's fine. I was playing. Man, injured. Every since been doing the touch push. But it hasn't caused major injury. It's just because people can't stop it. I don't know. I got to do my research.
I don't remember nobody getting hurt.
I don't remember anyone getting hurt from that. And yeah, Jason Kelce is the reason we've seen exactly why, because he gets so low on the ground. All right, that's fine, but I wouldn't ban it. I think it's ridiculous. And it's just well, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Figure out a way to stop it.
I think that's important, super important, coming from a Niners fan, because we just saw it's not like the Eagles are unbeatable because of this move. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can't beat the Eagles because they do the tush push. It's like, bro, stop them from getting to 3rd and 1. Stop them from getting to the goal line, and you won't have that issue. Or figure out how to stop that, and you won't have that issue. We just got, bro, they just got smoked. They lost to the Jets. The Eagles are a very beatable team with the unstoppable move or not. So it just comes across as to me as an Eagles fan, I'll be honest. To me, it just comes across as people being lazy about it. Bro, figure out how to stop it. Or don't let them get to that point at the end of the day. Jason Kelce, this is last year in the league. So he's saying that he's probably going to retire anyway. All right, I'm done with it. At the end of the day, it might not be as effective even if it doesn't get banned next year without Jason Kelce. It probably won't be the same without It won't be the same without Jason Kelce, because him and Jalen Hurts is the ones that make that go. But they are upset because other teams can't do it as effectively as the Eagles do, and most teams can't stop it. But the way to stop it is to dominate like how the Niners did. Simple and plain. Don't let us get to that point. And, you don't have to worry about that.
My sentiments exactly, AJ. It's not like in football you automatically get 3rd and 4th and 1 situational football. No, you have to get set up to be able to do that. And if you keep allowing a team to set up to run that, blame your defense. Exactly. Blame yourself. Don't blame Philly. And plus, like AJ said, I've seen multiple teams. Y'all know I watch college, so I watch over 100 schools almost on a weekly basis. I've seen schools, NFL teams, try to run the tush push, and they have better success running trick plays off the tush push than running the actual tush push. Exactly. So, no, don't ban it because a bunch of people are crying about how they can't stop it. Either use it yourselves and figure out a way to be as successful as the Eagles, or figure out a way to stop it. You didn't hear people crying about the Wildcats saying, "I can't run the Wildcat." You found out a way to deal with it. You didn't hear people crying about the Pistons. I mean, I said the Pistons, the pistol, excuse me. You didn't hear people crying. I'm sorry. The Pistons slipped on my mouth. I've been going through a lot of time with them. You didn't hear people crying about the pistol.
That would have been perfect.
You didn't hear people crying about the pistol with Kaepernick. They figured out a way to stop it. Other innovations that's going to become a thing where it's going to be hard to stop, and D coordinators are going to have to earn their money trying to figure out how to stop it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just people just don't like it because they can't stop it. That's all it is. It ain't nothing to do with anything else, because, it is what it is. That's how I look at it.
It's just jealousy. That's all it is.
Yeah. Now I do understand the excitement. Like, it's not an excitement play at all. It's like a rugby play.
So what?
Now,
stop it.
But the NFL is about showcasing, like, that's why they gravitate more towards the passing versus rushing. They want to see more skillful stuff, and that's not a skill play at all. It's just straight like domination. But I'm okay with it. Cool. I'm okay with it. I mean, it ain't like they want to ring with it, right? So
not yet.
Not yet. Coordinators and teams crying about it. In reality, if they had it in their back pocket, they wouldn't be crying about it.
Imagine that. Imagine if they was in Seattle situation against the Patriots. That's a guaranteed Super Bowl.
In the backfield, that was daggone their guaranteed Super Bowl too. But
it's stupid.
Speaking of one to be the reason.
Yeah, speaking of touch push winning the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts possibly winning MVP. Let's get to this MVP conversation. All right. So this was a heated 5-day, 6-day debate in the chat. All right. It was a long debate. A lot of different opinions, a lot of different candidates. This is an unconventional MVP race. All right. This is nothing normal. Nobody is dominating the MVP race. Nobody, it's not even two that's standing out. Normally it's like a 2-man race. It's not even that. All right. So we got to talk about who is the MVP front runner. All right. So who wants to start this one off? Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.